Okay, very good. Okay, so we're going to move on now to the Go to Work program, CMC. So for Go to Work, $100. How many places can you attend a Go to Work workshop in Eagle, Garfield, and Pitkin counties? How many locations?
What is 5?
Excellent. What is 5 locations? Excellent. For 200, how much does it cost to attend a Go to Work workshop?
What is nothing?
Yes, yay. What is nothing? Go to Work workshops are free. For 300, where is the Basalt Go to Workshop held on Thursdays from 11 to 2? Oh, Suzanne knows.
What is the Basalt Library?
Yay! Excellent, very good. For 400, what organization does CMC partner with for the workshops? What is a close partner for Go To Workshop? Give her a chance.
What is Colorado Workforce?
Yes, excellent. Yay. What is Colorado Workforce Program? And for 500, in 2013, what program assisted 405 participants with job search tools and activities? 405. You have a hand here.
What is the Go to Work program?
Yes, what is CMC's Go To Workshops? Okay, take it away. Jill, some more bullets and tidbits?
Well, I do want to introduce Marcia. Marcia, stand up really quick. She's sort of the senior, I don't want to call her senior. She's the lead instructor for the Go To Workshop. She's been doing it for over 5 years, and she is the instructor in the Basalt workshop at the library. But we've really had an emphasis over the last couple years on ESL and GED students. So because part of our grant for family literacy is paying for part of these workshops, as well as every county contributes to through Human Services, or the Board of County Commissioners helps as well through HSC. So, but it's been very successful. Our numbers are actually increasing in 2013. They actually went way up, and we did include a new workshop, so that helped. But we were up to about 60, I think it was 67% have found some kind of work. It's not always full-time work, but it's part-time work. And a number of people will come once or twice and then come back the next year, or come back when they realize they need a different kind of survey or a different kind of resume. I think the number one thing is resumes they come in for. But we also, and I don't have it in front of me, we can help them get the Career Ready Colorado certificate, which I think Marcia's got one next to her over there. And so any other questions about the Go To Workshops?
Can you just tell us the 5 locations then, just quickly?
Oh, the 5 locations are Rifle on Mondays from 9 to 4, in Glenwood on Tuesdays from noon to 5, and now we have them Wednesday and Thursday evenings from 4:30 to 6, right before the ESL and GED classes. Edwards, we have it every Monday from 2 to 6. Dillon are Tuesdays from noon to 4, if anyone's here from that area. And Basalt in the middle school, we have them on Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 to 6:30, right before the ESL GED classes, and then the Basalt Library from 11 to 2 every Thursday. So,
Wow.
you register once when you come in, and that registration is primarily just so we can collect data. We do a survey every 6 months if you've attended one, and you might win a gift certificate if you answer our survey in 6 months after you've attended. That's where we get our data from. And so, but other than registering the one time, we do, but everyone's pretty much welcome. So.
Other than the middle school and the library, where do they meet in these other places? Like in Rifle?
At the CMC campus, they're in the computer room in 120, the big computer room. And the Glenwood ones are also in the computer rooms, 106 or 105, which are the ones right behind the entryway As you come in, you make a right. We used to be upstairs there, but now we're down on the bottom floor. A huge percentage of people that come into the Go to Workshop will then go into GED. I mean, our instructors really work with them on finding a career path. You know, do you need your GED? Do you need ESL? Can you maybe take one of the training programs, maybe a CNA or personal care attendant, something, try to get them in non-credit and then pathway to credit. We always register them for the workforce if they've not registered yet, and we send them over there if that's would be a good step for them. So it's about really helping them make that first step to, oh, I can do this, I can go to college, I can get more training, I can get my GED, things like that.
So Jill, are you someone that people would call for more info?
Yes, and
I think we gave your number there.
the number's there, 384-8523. Marcia monitors that, so anyone could call there anytime. We have these nice cardstock cards for every site. So if you would like some of those cards to give away today to, whether it's for basalt or rifle, see Marcia afterwards. We have them all there. I didn't want to put them out because they look alike and you might pick up the wrong cards. So if you'd like some cards or some flyers that you can pull off our number to call about it, certainly see her or me afterwards.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes,
Are there
ma'am.
any criteria for this? Because I know we have to have serve people with disabilities. Is there any
No,
criteria? Anyone
it-
at all can come?
Right, it really started with an some ERA funding.
ARRA,
Yeah, stimulus funding that Tricia through Garfield County started. And it was
American Recovery and Reinvestment Act.
in 2008, 2009. And some of you probably know our Gateway program where we work with TANF, and Rosemary Pettis said we need Gateway for everybody right now, and that's kind of where it started, is we need to offer, everyone should be computer literate. Everyone should have access to computer, resume assistance, and so
Yeah.
that's kind of where they started. And it's just been a great partnership and getting people in the door.
So it's, the unique thing is that since there's no eligibility, people on other programs
Right.
could also use Go to Work. So that's,
Everyone can come, because it's also funded out of our general operating funds as
Yeah.
well. And the AFLA funds, which is family literacy, so everyone can go.
Yeah, it's really wonderful. One more hand?
Do you have an age limit?
Oh, not at all. You can ask Marcia. Marcia, what's the oldest person that's ever been to what? I mean, what would you
93.
guesstimate?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
We've served clients from 16 to 73.
73, okay.
And I want to reemphasize that it is open to the general public, and it's all ranges. I work with a lot of people that have never had a resume. I work with mid-career professionals that are changing jobs. I work with older workers. Anyone's welcome to come in. It's a drop-in workshop, and it's very individualized to whatever the client needs.
Excellent, Marcia, thank you. All right, are we ready to move on? Glenda, are we ready, group? And again, if you think of other questions, of course, on any of these programs, you can shout them out as we go through. All right, we are ready to work on child care assistance. Where's our big screen? It doesn't matter. For 100, what are the categories of child care assistance? Okay, so in other words, what do you need to have in order to be able to apply for and be eligible for child care? Okay, the answer is, what is low income, TANF, and child welfare? But see, the trick here, not food assistance. So the categories for child care assistance: low income, receiving TANF, being in the TANF program, and being part of child welfare or a client within child welfare. Okay? Thank you. For 200, what are the eligibility activities that low-income child care will pay for? Take a stab. Take a stab. Okay, Barbs.
Working, looking for work, and going to school.
Very good. Answer, what are training, employment, and job search? Absolutely. For 300, do all child care participants pay a parental fee? What is, do all child care participants pay a parental fee?
What is true?
Actually, what is false? Child care participants do not have a parental fee.
No, they
Uh,
do have
uh,
a parental fee.
Yes, but the question was,
Okay.
do all child care participants pay, and the answer is what is false. Do you want to explain then? Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
that's-
Oh, not yet. Okay, you'll have a chance. All right, okay.
TANF recipients
I could go
sometimes
into that
don't
a little
have,
bit more.
TANF recipients
Right.
sometimes
Yeah.
don't have a parent fee.
Right.
So parental
That's what
fee
it
is
is.
based on a number of factors in a case. So it can be based on household size, number of children in care, full-time care, part-time care. So as Cynthia was saying, TANF clients that come through that referral process do not have a parent fee initially until they start earning income. So it's all based on the household composition. So a teen parent that's in high school doesn't have a parental fee, for example, but most working families would have some sort of parent fee.
That makes sense. Okay, for 400. What does POS stand for? Again, remember, this is within the Child Care Assistance Program. What does POS stand for? POS?
What is point of service?
Yes! Oh, man, Amy, you go. Point of service. Okay, for 500. Do child care applicants need to complete an application for assistance?
What is yes?
Yes, what is true? Absolutely. Okay, any other questions about child care assistance? Megan, anything you want to share additionally? Megan, or, yeah.
So the Child Care Assistance Program is truly intended to be a self-sufficiency promotion program. So that's one of the reasons we work hand in hand with TANF and then also child welfare, but primarily it's the low-income families that we serve. And each county determines certain rules and regulations at our county level around who we serve as far as where they fall in the federal poverty income guidelines. So right now, Eagle County is at 185% of the federal poverty level. Pitkin County is until Friday, and then they're going up to 200% of the federal poverty level. And Garfield County is at 225. So it's all varies from county to county on the income for the families we serve. As we mentioned earlier, the families do have to be in eligible activities, so looking for work, working, or in a training or school program as well. So it's just a great stabilizer for families trying to get back into the workforce and just needing that help with that very expensive child care bill each month. So.
What are the eligibility requirements around citizenship?
So the children have to be citizens or legal residents.
Okay, very good. All right. Excellent.
Another question.
Another question.
Do they need to file for child support if they aren't living with the person who's the father of their child?
So that's another county-based decision that we get to make on the county level. So Pitkin and Eagle County do not require the parent to file for child support services. However, Garfield County does have that requirement.
Mm-hmm. It's an important distinction, yeah.
Oh, and we do have, we had the question about what does POS stand for? Many different things, right? So we do have the POS device here, and this is what child care providers and parents use now to record their attendance for the Child Care Assistance Program. And it has alleviated the need to do a manual billing process every month to the county. So as long as everybody knows how it works and it's working, it's a great thing to keep the payments coming in on a weekly basis to the child care providers. So if you ever want to see one.
Yeah, so every parent has a card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's orange, but it works just like a credit card or a debit card.
I have a question. Can you just explain how childcare assistants could work around a student that's a student at college, like a student who needs childcare to go to 10 classes?
Okay. So, as we said, the parent does have to be in an eligible activity, school being one of those. So obviously, during class time would be an eligible activity, but there's also travel time and study hours that can be added depending on the credits of the class and some of those factors.
Great.
Because it just says that number 2 does not allow for study time.
Question in the back.
We do allow for study time. Does not allow for study time.
Yeah,
Well,
but then you
that
won't be on
doesn't-
TV.
That's why I asked it.
How often or how frequent do you reapply for assistance?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You said how frequently do you reapply?
Yeah, what is the
So,
frequency?
Usually it's a 12-month recertification
Okay.
period at this point.
All right. Moving right along. Our final program. Colorado Workforce Center for 100. This is where a person goes if they want to overcome obstacles to their career goals. It's a really hard question. This is where a person goes if they want to overcome obstacles.
What is true?
Actually, what's the name of the program? You have to name
The
it.
Workforce Center.
Yes, there you go. What is the Colorado Workforce Center? For 200, services are provided to business and industry to foster economic growth and vitality. What is?
What is true?
What is the Colorado Workforce Center? Right, exactly. That's right, services to business and industry. For 300, who would a client contact with an unemployment insurance question? Yeah, if you had an unemployment question, where do you go? Yeah, that gives you a clue, doesn't it? A clue. Okay, take a stab, somebody. She's not going in.
What is Colorado Workforce Center?
No, wrong. The answer is, what is the Unemployment Insurance Division in Denver?
What is online?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
What is online? What is
Yeah. Who's our unemployment person here?
I am.
Would you
Dawn.
like to explain that just a
Yeah,
little bit? Okay.
While we're under the same umbrella, we're all Colorado Department of Labor and Employment. The Unemployment Insurance Division is actually centralized in Denver, and there are a lot of reasons for that. The biggest being that the unemployment program is so complicated and so subject to changes in legislation and things like that, that the knowledge base really needs to hold together. And so unemployment is handled out of Denver. A person can apply a couple of different ways. We have an online application, and of course you can call a 1-800 number and do an application over the phone for unemployment. We also have Spanish-speaking representatives that can take an unemployment claim over the phone. Now, the unemployment claim is handled out of Denver, and a person can, would be asking questions specifically out of Denver. We're very fortunate in our counties to have access to a hotline, which is really truly a hotline at the workforce centers where claimants can come in to ask questions, because if you've ever dealt with unemployment, you'll know that sometimes when you call the 1-800 number, especially in the height of the recession, people were on hold for hours because what we had was a system not adequately prepared to deal with the volume that we were hit with. And so they gave us this hotline, which is accessible at your local workforce center from 9 until 12 on Wednesdays in the Garfield County areas, Eagle County, and then of course the other workforce centers. We don't have a workforce center in Pitkin.
No.
But the closest one
Glenwood.
would be Glenwood
Yeah.
Springs. It goes on a first come, first served basis. And so my recommendation would be that if somebody wants to utilize the hotline, excuse me, that they come a little bit before 9 o'clock. Our workforce centers open at 8, and get on the list. So they'll be number 1. And then they would be able to call unemployment, talk to someone almost immediately. The wait time that we've experienced is very limited, and they could get their questions answered.
Great.
Yes,
Thank you
it's
very
awesome.
much. Yeah, I didn't know that yet.
And, you
I didn't know
know,
about that hotline.
traditionally, well, not traditionally, in the past, unemployment was within the job service environment. And since everything's centralized in Denver, we no longer have unemployment field agents. So our role is to get people to work. And so that confusion as to, oh, it's the unemployment office. We haven't had unemployment in our offices for 16 years, so it's been a very, very, very long time. So I hope that helps. Oh.
What is the criteria for eligibility for unemployment?
Someone needs to have lost their job by no fault of their own. They need to be willing to work and actively seeking, or willing to accept employment and actively seeking employment are the 3 basic categories for eligibility for unemployment. We're not the experts. We do our very best based on our knowledge of unemployment to help out to answer basic questions. But when it comes to those big, really involved questions or needing assistance through customer service, our best resource is to get a person on the hotline.